Hello and welcome to Dotto Tech. Today we've got some great solutions for the small business person. We have answers to questions that you might not even know you have. I'm going to approach things today from a point of view where a small business person is looking to gain a measure of control and economy, getting the most out of your investment in technology. And we have a few tools to help us along the way. We have a business multifunction, an awesome scanner, and a beautiful projector and screen combination that we'll look at later. But we're going to kick things off today by dealing with clutter, getting your life under control. Businesses still run on paper. And for a small business person, we can easily drown under the avalanche of paper that we need to wade through and store. Now, I personally have over 7 years worth of receipts, tax returns, corporate resolutions, all boxed up and stored in my garage. I know it's required, but what a pain. So if you add to what I need to keep and what I want to keep, well, you're talking about a serious amount of paper to organize, file, and store, all with the hope that I can find it again when the time comes. So we're going to start the show by looking at some ways that this, a really good document scanner, can make our lives a little more organized and a little less cluttered. This is Epson's Workforce GT 1500, a document scanner. It's designed for businesses to scan in documents. It's not really designed as a photo scanner, although it will do a perfectly good job scanning in photos. It scans at a resolution of 1200 by 2400 DPI, but it's really designed to facilitate the document scanning area. And for that, it's got here at the top a high-capacity automatic document feeder, meaning we can stack a stack of papers in, and it'll fire through them at up to 20 pages per minute. If you think about a scanner that's designed for documents in business, it has to be fast. And this is indeed fast. As I say, it'll actually go through documents at up to 20 pages per minute with the feeder, but it also has a ready scan LED, meaning the lamp that actually does the scanning requires no warm-up time. And there's a bonus there because being an LED light source means that there's no mercury. It uses less power, and with no mercury, when the life cycle of the scanner is over, there's no mercury for us to deal with going back into landfills or have to be disposed of safely. It's also a flatbed scanner, meaning we can scan in irregularly shaped objects like newspapers or magazines or books, so we have great flexibility there. We have programmable buttons in the front here which are predefined to do specific tasks, such as scanning directly into email or perhaps creating a PDF document. But these buttons are also programmable, meaning that we can change the definition of them so they'll do a different task, and we can determine that ourselves using the included software. And the software that they ship with the scanner includes Abby FineReader Sprint Plus OCR, which will convert regular pages into text documents so you can edit the text after. And it also includes ScanSoft's Paperport software, which we'll be showing you in just a few seconds. Now, when you're talking about clutter, well, here is a prime example. Here's a few waybills which I really should keep. I mean, who knows when I may need them in the future. And since life is not always about work, this is a college newspaper, and I've got multiple editions of this scattered all over my office. The reason I have it is it's from Wilfrid Laurier, where my son goes to school, and he writes for the Cord. And as any proud papa would do, I want to save the articles that Luke has published. But if I keep these papers, well, they're just clutter. They're dust traps that take up space. Now, I probably won't ever need these, but I want to keep them, and I definitely want to keep the articles here. So a scanner is the way to go. And I can scan all these documents, archive them into my computer, indexed and ready to find in the years to come. All the memories and none of the clutter. You have to love it. Now remember, I said that these buttons here are programmable. Well, I've set up my system to automatically scan the documents into the Paperport software when I use this button here. So I'm going to press this button and I'm going to get scanning. Now, while these waybills are scanning in, let me talk a bit about the process that we're undertaking here. You see, you need to come up with a system that allows you to really benefit from the technology. Now, productivity experts have come up with strategies for dealing with information. All the information overload that we face, the massive load of mail, papers, and email that crosses our desks. Now, universally, they agree that the less number of times that you handle any pieces of paper, the better off you are. So open a letter, open an email, and deal with it. If it's a bill, pay it. If it's something that needs to be delegated, well, send it on down the road. If it needs to be saved, well, then file it away. It doesn't matter if it's an email attachment or a bill or a letter. The process is simple. Deal with it now when it's in your hand or in front of your face. And there's lots of different subtleties here. Creating different piles for filing, delegating tickler files for reminding you at a later date. All these systems work great, but only if you buy into them and follow them. We see that the waybill scan is complete, so let me just take a second here, and I'm going to name the file so that I can find it again later. And now we're saving it in Paperport. Now, I've got a soft spot in my heart for this application because I can remember the first version, which was designed for the Mac, and that was eons ago. Paperport is a document management system, and it's the perfect tool to enable our new commitment to productivity. Let me show you basically the software itself. When we launch Paperport, we're given this main screen, which gives us all sorts of file management tools along the top, allowing us to add order and structure to our file system. And it also allows us to search later on for documents that we have. On the left-hand side here, this is very important. This is the file system from your computer. This is basically the My Documents folder in your computer. And we can add more folders if we need to create additional structure so that we can store all of our different documents in the right place. Now, over time, of course, this will grow into a very large filing system, but with the indexing and search capabilities, we should still be able to find things very quickly. Now, here on the bottom, this is really exciting. This is the application linking area where we can take the documents that we've stored in Paperport and we can apply them with different applications. For example, let's say I get a phone call that says, Steve, remember that stuff that you shipped me? It didn't arrive. Can you send me the waybill so I can track it? No problem, says I, and I take the waybill, the PDF of the waybill, I drag it down on top of my email application, and it automatically launches my email software, puts the attachment in as a PDF, and allows me to mail it to my customer or to my colleague. That is fantastic. This idea works for everything from receipts to recipes, credit card statements to newspaper articles. And with the phenomenal indexing and search capabilities of our modern operating systems, you should be able to find all your paperwork when you need it. Less clutter, better organized. Keeping your records and documents in digital form on your computer can save you a lot of time, and I do believe it will save you a lot of money. But remember, the more information that we entrust to our computer, the more important backing up our data becomes. That being said, it all starts with the right tools and the right process. The Epson GT1500 is the right scanner, and it's up to you to instill the right process. Blogs, podcasts, streaming video. You can find it all on our website. Check it out at dottotech.com.